Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I am your host, your patron, your guide on this journey called life, Eli Burgett, and I'm alongside my fellow contributor to all of those categories, Grant Sherman. Grant, how are you?
Um, Not good. Well, I guess by the time this comes out, it would have been 5 days since Taylor Swift joined the Kelsey brothers on their podcast, and it might be time for us to throw in the towel.
Yeah, Grant, as you know, our loyal fans know, we're competing head to head for ratings with the New Heights podcast, and then they pull this stunt and they get Taylor Swift to hard launch her new album on the air. Okay, that's kind of cheap. Okay, yeah, you got to do gimmicks to beat us. I get it. Uh, you know, good for them, I guess. Great. I'm so happy that her and Travis Kelsey are in a loving relationship. I'm so happy for them.
So we're recording this on Wednesday, or no, this is Thursday.
This is the week is flown. The week has flown by, dude.
It has flown by, but so we're not even 24 hours after when it released, so we don't know how many views it got during the first 24 hours, but they had 1.3 million people watching it live as not live, like as it was being released.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw as it was being released. And I checked the YouTube today because, of course, it was in my suggested, videos. Uh, this was
What do you
around.
think?
This was around noon o'clock today. 5.8 million views within the first, 12 hours, 24 hours, or whatever. And it was just kind of, okay, whatever. That seems like overkill, really overdoing it with this one, Taylor. But good for them, I guess.
What's is the most viewed podcast ever? It's got to be Trump's with Rogan, right?
Oh, dude, I know. Like Joe Rogan, I saw a crazy stat the other day where it's like Joe Rogan is like the most, he's like the most like watched person in like modern media like ever, because he
Yeah.
get he gets like something like 100 million streams every year or something like that. So
Every
it,
single guest he gets is massive. He's done a lot with Musk also.
yeah, and like he does it like 5 days a week. That's like a full-time job for him and everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're nerfing ourselves by not, like we do this once a week. We do it for the love of the game. We don't do it for the views.
New
Okay.
Heights is lucky. How, okay, another podcast. How do the Nelk Boys keep getting the guests that they're getting?
Well, I don't even know, dude. It's like when we build a YouTube empire, I'm sure we can probably get, all the guests that we want as well. Like if Mr. Beast, like, does he have a podcast? I don't even know.
I'm
But
sure he does something, yeah.
and I'm sure he can get whatever guests he wants on his show. The same reason that like the what is it, the Rizzler, the same reason he's doing like, like big time like Super Bowl commercial ads and everything, because like he's just that he's got a platform now and people want him.
I mean, they're obviously famous. I understand them getting like Shaq or like Theo Vaughn on their podcast. They just did one with, I think, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. I
Yeah,
and they've done like multiple Trump, and I don't understand why these politicians are going on the Nelk Boys podcast.
I mean like this. I'm going to talk directly to the fans on this one. Here at I'm No Genius, we pride ourselves on being stupid and sometimes edging close to ignorant. We base ourselves off of that. We like to have a good time, and I'm not saying we're opposed to having any politicians on here, but we don't want to talk about political stuff while we're on here. We want to talk about what's your favorite sauce. We want to talk about the important issues
The
plaguing
important things.
yeah, the important things plaguing our country. So to see some of those guys that did, you know, those like prank videos back in the early 2010s now talking to major world leaders, it's kind of like, why? What? How is this happening? It's kind of strange.
We're on the come up. We'll be there one day.
Yeah, I mean, over 3 years doing this, we have yet to cross 15,000 views on a single episode, but got close one time.
We have close to 15,000 on an episode.
Yeah, on the Lord of the
My
Rings.
God, that's way more than I thought. I thought it was like less than 1,000.
No, we've gotten a few over 1,000. We're doing pretty good in that regard. So
Are
I
they the
haven't.
big ones?
Uh,
Are they the incompetent critic? Is that the okay?
yeah, yeah. Those are the ones that I mean. Like you got to give the people what they want, and frankly, we haven't been doing that for the longest time. So maybe we need to bring it back. You know.
Me and Cam might just need to piss off.
No, that's not true because you guys are actually out there seeing modern like releases and everything. Like Grant, am I mistake? Did you or somebody else in our friend group did you see Weapons recently?
I did see Weapons.
I gotta know how was that because it looked crazy and it looked good.
So I need to stop doing this. I'm really big into like critic scores now. And like you see like Rotten Tomatoes and all that. And
Yeah.
I gotta stop looking at them before the movie because you get this preconceived idea of like how good the movie's supposed to be. And this one got like, wasn't it 100%? Or it was like
It it was so-
99%.
it was something crazy like that, especially for a horror movie.
And it's a really good movie with really good actors, but I mean, when it, I don't know, you can't, it's not 100%.
Not not a
It's
not worthy of the 100%.
solid 8.5 out of 10. Good horror movie, good suspense, great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, good watch. I don't know if I'd go to theaters to watch it, but definitely
Yeah.
watch it whenever it comes out.
Well, like the funny thing is with like all those critic ratings and everything, uh like with IMDb or whatever, that's all like users right there. It's all like, users go online and they're just like, "Oh yeah, I give this movie a 10. I give this movie a 5 or whatever." With the Rotten Tomatoes stuff, they base like the percentages off of how many critics gave it like a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Basically, they went to the Grant Sherman School of rating movies and basically, oh, this percentage of critics gave it a thumbs up. This percentage of critics gave it a thumbs down. That's kind of how they go with it. So now they're not now. It could have been 100% of critics thought it was just like that's a good movie, good movie, like that. That's how they got the 100% basically.
Yeah.
But you know,
Should Yeah, I should create my own critic page. Cam actually sent me something today from Twitter where um, it was a movie critic, and the way that he critiqued the movie was if they said the title in the film. Um, so for like Gladiator, it was good, and then for Gladiator 2, he said it was like half good because they said the word gladiator, but they didn't say two.
yeah,
And then I was just scrolling through the comments, and I saw another one. It was like a different guy on the same site. He critiqued movies based off of if Jared Leto got beat up. So he was big on American Psycho, like Fight Club.
hmm
Um, yeah, I might have to hop on that website.
yeah. That I mean, like I've never heard of this. This is the first time I'm hearing of that. But just the premise of like strange like what is it like strange like things like that you need to happen in the movie, that's how you base your rating. That sounds amazing to me. And like since you mentioned like mentioning the titles and everything, that obviously like you've seen like the Family Guy clip where it's just like they like the Peter goes to a movie theater and like he's just like, oh, it's like worse when they like say the title like in the movie, and it's like, oh, we need to be like clear and present danger or whatever stuff like that. And then it gets to the one that goes like, in order to save the world, I need to be Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. And he says, that's why they call it that.
Okay, so I have it pulled up here. Pulp Fiction got half a star. They don't say the title was the comment. Midsummer, 5 stars. They said the title. I'm I'm not reading that. There Will Be Blood, half a star. They don't say the title. Gladiator 2 got 3 stars. They partially said the title. I was once a gladiator myself. It could have easily been I was once a gladiator too. So
TOO. TOO.
TLO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah, speaking of Jared Leto, leads me into another topic that I wanted to discuss. There's movies where I'll see, so like Jake Gyllenhaal, Christian Bale, you'll see them in movies.
Mm,
Oh, I need to go see that. Or if you're like looking on Max, Jared Leto is the opposite of that. I know I put that on the prep sheet or whatever today, and
yeah.
that's where the whole idea came from. I don't think there's a single movie with Jared Leto in it that I have watched and enjoyed his performance.
Yeah. to give the viewers a little bit, peek behind the curtain and everything. Like Grant has been since we've came back, Grant has been on fire with, the prep sheets. Like he's the guy that before the episode like even starts recording, he's brainstorming topics and everything. He sent me a whole prep sheet of topics that he would want to talk about. Thought it might be interesting for some of the viewers. And at the top of the list is actors where you need to see a movie that they're in. You need to see it, and then the exact like the inverse of that. So you're saying that Jared Leto is like it's like repellent for you. You don't want to see that movie if he's in it.
Yes, absolutely. And I even went back like through his movies today, and there's not like a single like there's movies that I enjoy. Suicide Squad, I enjoyed. Fight Club was good, but I just don't enjoy his performances. Like they're not. I don't know.
You
He
like
gets cast in everything.
so like okay, I like this because I mean there are a lot of actors no matter what role they're in, whether it's leading, whether it's supporting. If they're in it, I definitely want to see it. Like I mean,
Hmm.
Christian Bale's one of those guys. Denzel Washington's another one of those guys.
Yep.
Leo DiCaprio, maybe not recently, but like definitely there was a time I wanted to see
Oh, yeah.
everything that he was in. Um, yeah, guys that I want to stay away from, or I just have no interest in seeing. Probably Ice Cube lately. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
know. I don't know if like that counts because like he's not. He's a rapper that like does movies, but like you know,
I think we talked about it last time, but the movie that he came out with, so Weapons came out, it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think his movie was one of 15 movies ever that got a zero.
yeah, Grant, you're referring to the War of the Worlds remake. A lot of people in our generation know it. Like Tom Cruise did a War of the Worlds movie back in like the mid 2000s or whatever. I've seen it before. It's like one of those like movies you see on like FX or TNT or something like that, like reruns or whatever. And I thought it was great. I loved it. It was a good popcorn movie. This movie starring Ice Cube, just from the short clips that I've seen and all like the meme worthy moments, like the whole thing's recorded on Zoom, I think. And like apparently it was recorded during the pandemic, and I'm like, guys, it was 5 years ago. Like if it was recorded during the pandemic, burn it. Like
Were they
just
like considering if they should put it out during that whole time?
I think they were going back and forth, or maybe they were just trying to like beg people, just like please release this, please.
Yeah,
Like we need the tax write off, please just release it or something like that.
straight to
Like
stream.
yeah, and it's just like like I've seen like meme worthy moments and like clips of the movie. It just looks so bad. And like, have you seen like the one like video? It's like of a comedian where he's talking about like 50 Cent in a movie or something like that, where he's like wearing glasses and he's a computer tech. And he says, "Do you know what separates 50 Cent the rapper from his character that he plays in the movie?" And he says, "Now I'm a computer tech. I know computers. I'm a computer tech." And that's basically how it was for people have been using that soundbite for Ice Cube's performance in World of the Worlds. It's just apparently not a very good movie.
I think it's also like the same thing as Weapons. Like, I think I need to see this movie. A 0% is just as intriguing as 100%. And I'm going with the lowest expectations, so I can only be somewhat pleased. If it's like one of the worst 15 movies of all time.
Yeah, like I know another movie that's a part of that, like 0% milestone is Adam Sandler's movie on Netflix, The Ridiculous Six. Have you ever seen this movie?
I've heard of it.
Well, I'm just gonna like it's not even worth summarizing the plot. Basically, like Adam Sandler, he has like five brothers who like all came from the same father but like different mothers and everything. Anyways, they like start a gang and they start robbing people and stuff like that. It's got a 0%, and it's probably one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my life, and it's just like so lowbrow, but
This is actually bad. I remember seeing the trailer for this and I actually kind of wanted to watch it, but I just never got around to it.
like it's like I can't explain it because it's so dumb, but like I don't know, like I still like if a clip comes up on TikTok, I'll still like stop and watch it or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just like so
Got
stupid.
all those guys.
Yeah,
Snyder, Buscemi,
yeah,
Terry Crews.
I mean,
Really,
like, yeah, like the very white Rob Schneider plays a Mexican. You know, what's not to like? That's like right up Adam Sandler's niche right there. So it's great, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think it deserves a 0%, but it's definitely stupid
yeah.
movie that I don't know. But
Yeah.
so weapons. You're saying I should probably see this movie though. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's not super scary either. I mean, I see why it's considered a horror movie, but it's nothing like um it's not like Insidious or like any of those gory, scary movies. I guess this one is kind of gory at times, but it's good. It's a good movie, good plot, good actors. What's the name of the girl in the Ozarks? She's also Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer.
Oh, I don't know her name, but I know she. Oh wait, no, it's like Julia Garner or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
She's lead and she does really good. So
I really like her. I mean, like she's obviously a great actress, even though her hair kind of looks like ramen noodles sometimes. Like it's just
yeah,
like very pale and very like curly. So
very
I don't.
much so in this movie
It's
too.
it's it's almost distracting to a point.
Yeah,
But Weapons is given the thumbs up from Grant,
yeah.
and that's probably something I'll have to see in theaters before it leaves, which kind of leads us into my next topic that you came up with. That's on the prep sheet. Movies. It's one of those things that you can kind of see in the theater or in the comfort of your own home and everything. So I mean, I don't really know where we're going to go with this, but like, are there certain movies that like you've seen over the past couple of years that are just like, it was better in theaters than it was at home, and what's the vice versa of that?
So I think my first time, like I always loved going to the movies as a kid and watching movies in theaters, but the first time I really realized um how big a difference a theater can make was when I went and watched Avatar for the first time
Oh yeah, yeah.
in theaters. And I was like, I mean, it's great when you watch it at home now. I've watched it multiple times since then, but it's just there are certain movies where you need to go see in theaters. So Avatar, Oppenheimer. I never saw Interstellar when it was in theaters, but I'm sure that was even better than watching it at home. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
Top Gun, Maverick, and F1.
yeah,
Those two were wild in IMAX. So
feel the vibration of the planes and the cars.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna bring it up again because this, show is basically a Dune 2 fan page at this point. I mean, like Dune 2, like it was made for movie theaters,
Yeah.
and Cam loves to bring up the time that his good acquaintance Devin straight up like saluted the screen because a scene was happening. It was rumbling so much, and it was amazing. Like, yeah, like there's a lot of movies that are, those are the types of movies where it's like cinematic, very, like, loud music and very, stuff like that. You need to see it in theaters. But then there's like other stuff like comedies and everything, especially comedies that have happened later. It's just like, I'll wait until it goes on, streaming,
That's
So
exactly what I was going to say. If I would have went and seen Happy Gilmore 2 in theaters, I think I would have thrown my popcorn at the screen. Like that would have been such a waste of time. And again, like not, I mean, there's movies that you don't need to see in a theater, but
yeah.
there are ones that are like made for that. Speaking of which, just looking more into the Odyssey. It's finally completed
Hmm.
filming and it's set to come out next July, June.
Yeah, next summer we'll say.
That is absolutely one that I will be seeing in theaters.
I mean, yeah, like I'm riding the Nolan train after Oppenheimer, so I think that's gonna be a pretty good one. And all star cast, same as the last movie, so should be pretty good. I don't really care that John Bernthal's doing an American accent in ancient Greece. I don't really care. I'm gonna watch the movie, and it's gonna be great. So
It's gonna be great anyways. It's his own adaptation on the Odyssey.
that's that's his own interpretation of how Greeks
Exactly.
talked.
Wasn't like the SpongeBob movie that they came out with, wasn't that like the Odyssey?
Yeah, like so.
Isn't that like the same thing?
There's been like a lot of like adaptations of it, but like they just been like quiet about it or whatever. Just
Percy
like
Jackson kind of is too, right?
Percy Jackson's a lot to do with like Greek myth and stuff like that. Like I mean, I love Percy Jackson.
Journey, but yeah.
Yeah, but kind of going, but like I want to bring this up because like kind of going back to Happy Gilmore 2. I know how much you love that movie. Sarcasm. But it makes me wonder, have you ever seen an Adam Sandler movie in theaters?
Hmm.
I'm saying this because I don't think I ever have. Like like nothing comes to mind like to say like, "Oh yeah, I saw that Adam Sandler movie in theaters." Like
Might be cheating because I'm going through.
yeah, go through, man.
That doesn't count. Hotel Transylvania.
I never saw any of the
Actually,
hotels.
I don't even think I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. A lot of these honestly have gone straight to streaming. Like even like really good ones, Uncut Gems, Hustle, straight to streaming. And then I never saw like Grown Ups or any of that in
Yeah.
theaters.
Yeah, I mean like
So many good movies.
yeah, and I know like a lot of people like to, hate on Adam Sandler like, making a deal with Netflix or whatever to release like a movie every like 2 years or something like that. But I think he just saw where like the tide was going, or like where like the industry was moving, like comedies and everything. People weren't showing up to see comedies anymore at the movie theater, so he's just like, okay, let's just go to the biggest streaming service in the world, and I'll make movies there, and then people will see it one way or another. And I think that works out well because it's just like, oh look, Happy Gilmore is now on Netflix. Let's watch it, or hey, freaking Sandy Wexler, an Adam Sandler movie that I'm sure 8 people watched.
And there's been good movies that have. Did Uncut Gems go straight to Netflix?
I think
I
so.
don't think
Or it
it
may,
did, maybe. And the Uncut Gems is a great movie. I enjoyed Murder Mystery, Hustle. If you haven't seen that, you would like it.
oh,
Basketball movie. Um, I don't want to hear anything from Cam about not enjoying the stupid Adam Sandler humor because I love Hubie Halloween. I
dude,
love watching it during Halloween time. We're a couple months away. I'm definitely going to be having that on the TV here in a few months.
dude, I don't remember the circumstances, but I remember watching that movie back in high school, and I must have just been in a very bad mood because I didn't even give it a chance. I turned it off after like 7 minutes of watching it. I thought it was the most repulsive thing ever. Like, I mean, call me old fashioned, but I like when Adam Sandler just does like a normal voice or whatever. Just like
Yeah.
I just like when he talks like a person. I don't know, man. Like
He does his stupid water boy
yeah,
accent. His name
yeah.
is Hubie Dubois. He like messes it up every time he tries to say it. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, Halloween's coming up in a couple months. Give it a shot.
And maybe I gotta give that a shot. But while we're talking about movies in person or movies in theaters, some of the other suggestions that you threw at the prep sheet today, sporting events and concerts. So what do you mean? Like are there like certain sporting events that you would prefer to watch in person as opposed to in the comfort of your own home? And would you elaborate?
I think baseball is definitely one I enjoy way more in person.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. Baseball games on a hot summer day, there's nothing like it, but there's times for other sports, and the one that comes to mind most is football, where I might just enjoy watching it on my own couch in sweatpants and a hoodie instead of being freezing cold. I mean, you've obviously been to more than me, but there's nothing like an atmosphere on a Saturday in the horseshoe. But no, sometimes I would almost rather be on my couch.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely something like I understand like why like people love Sundays so much because over the years I this I wasn't much of a NFL fan or like a major professional football fan. I love the Buckeyes and I watch them play from birth to now. But like I never had a team in the NFL. Still really don't have a team, but like I'd love to just watch the games. And now I'm in fantasy football, so I've got some investment in there. So like when it comes to Sundays, I like going to a B-Dubs or I like going to, a Roosters or something like that, and they got multiple screens playing the games. Like I would rather do that than go to any one game and just watch those guys like the entire day.
You never have that like perfect view that you get on the TV where you can see every player. You're always like at a weird angle. You can't see some people too far away. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's still great to watch in person, but I think football is definitely one. I don't know. I think I'm kind of indifferent. I'm trying to think about basketball.
Yeah, basketball is one like college. I mean college. I think I would watch a college game, like especially like a March Madness game. I would love to watch those in person because
Yes.
it gets crazy and
Yeah.
everything. But NBA games, I don't know. I mean, like I think I could watch that at home. Like especially if it's a regular season one with no stakes. Like it's just come on,
Hockey in person.
dude.
Phenomenal.
Dude, like I was a hockey naysayer for the longest time. That was until I was tasked with doing radio broadcasting for hockey in college.
Mhm.
Hockey is one of my favorite sports now.
Yeah.
Like
It's so fun in person.
so fun in
It's a
person.
different sport.
Yeah, and like I wish like they allowed like because I did college broadcasting. I wish they had let college athletes like fight each other. I wish it wasn't like illegal because that would have made it that much more awesome, more intense. And like I mean OSU's men's team they weren't that good anyways, but our women's team like national champs, like killing it out there. They were shredding the ice, if you will. So, but yeah, a few sporting events. I got another question for you, kind of following up on everything we just talked about. What's your opinion on watch parties for sporting events?
Um, they're always a lot of fun before, and
Mm-hmm.
then once the game starts and you actually want to watch the game, it depends on if you're invested on the game that's going on.
Right.
I don't know, we would have Super Bowl watch parties the past couple years at OU, and they're always a lot of fun to hang out with everyone before, and then once you actually want to watch the game, then you kind of get some people who don't really care and they're like still talking, and you're just trying to watch, or if it's your favorite college or NFL team. So I might be against watch parties.
Mm-hmm. I'm not against watch parties. Again,
Yeah, not against, but
when they're executed correctly, a watch party should be like during timeouts or during commercial breaks or whatever. Hey, how's this going for you? Hey, it's good to see you again. How's this? What's new in your life, basically. But like once the game is going, you got to be locked in. Like there's no distractions, especially if it's like a big game. I mean, honestly, like going out to eat like at a Roosters or a B Dubs when there's a big game, like a playoff game for Ohio State football or whatever. You can have more people in a controlled area, but there's less chatter,
yeah.
less conversation going on, and more focus on the TV. I remember,
And if they are talking about other stuff, then I mean, you can't even really hear them. You're just kind of confined to your own table, and you just got a
yeah,
bunch of people around you with a bunch of TVs all over. So
yeah. I
yeah, that
re-
might be the best scenario.
that might be because I remember. I mean, like me and my family, like national championship for OSU was on a Monday, and I was in Dayton, like getting off work, and then they said, Eli, do you want to meet up like halfway between Asheville and Dayton? Maybe we can get some dinner and watch the game together. So yeah, the whole family met at this Roosters in like Washington Courthouse right off the highway, and we were all like locked in to the game the entire time. A little bit of conversation here and there, what's going on, stuff like that. My brother Luke decided to wear an OU sweatshirt to the Ohio State game. I'm like, okay, that's a choice. You know, you do you, man. But we had a great time. We were locked in the whole time, and OSU got the dub, so it was pretty cool.
Good. Um, I mean, just kind of sticking with sports here. Something I had on the prep sheet was, do you have any? So, I mean, I don't know. This might apply to you more because growing up, I never really knew what teams you rooted for. But do you have teams that you root for that you just have zero uh affiliation with?
Zero. I mean, like there are a few that I had. that I have zero affiliation with? Like, like what do you mean? Like that I have like merch for, but like I have no like local ties to the area or whatever, or
I
just
mean, no
like
local ties, or you could just even just like a player that went to that team, and then you just kind of start casually rooting for that team. Like it doesn't have to be your favorite team, but
I feel like this is kind of a shot at my my early fascination with the New York Giants because you know Eli Manning. Like I went to a third grader at the time. That's all you need right there. And
yep,
to discover the fact that he two-time Super Bowl winner Eli Manning. Yeah, I think I was on the right side of history. But yeah, once I outgrew my Eli Manning jersey and he retired, I pretty much stopped rooting for them. But that's pretty much the only one like I had no reason to be a New York Giants fan, but I still, rooted for them. What
they're
about you?
back this year. They got Jameis.
Oh, that's true. I love James, but
Um, Trying to think here. I'll never tell Adam this, and he's not going to hear this because he's not on and he won't listen to this. But
no,
I always kind of enjoyed the Braves. I always
really.
liked the Braves. Uh, Ever since Acuna got called up, he was like one of my favorite players, and then Adam had to become a fan, and I just kind of root for them quietly now, and I just mess with them from time to time. I mean, obviously now I'm a Pistons fan, which just
Yeah,
kind of came out of nowhere. I still don't know why. Actually, I do know because they were the worst team in the NBA, and that's how I settled on them.
they're on the come up. You know that.
They are no, they are. They're up, almost up. We're like if this was a movie rating, we'd be three-quarter thumb right now.
All right.
Pistons.
Do you foresee yourself because the longtime viewers know the long-standing bet that you and Cam have? Do you foresee yourself giving up any cashola to Premier Me35?
Giving up.
Yeah, or like how's the year going to end, basically, in Grant Sherman's eyes?
Uh, I mean, I have to be getting at least $20. I
Really?
The Eastern Conference is extremely weak this year. Um, I mean, what Celtics aren't going to do anything.
No.
Bucks
No.
aren't going to do anything. Heat are not a factor anymore. I don't know. I mean, I think the East is wide open. Oh, Pacers are Tyrese is out for the whole season, so
Yeah, that's terrible.
I don't know. Could be a good year for the Pistons, or we could go back to being irrelevant.
I mean, it's perfect timing if it is, because you're like, if like, what is it like if you like just like if they make the finals or something, or if they win the play-in tournament, then you already win back more money than you've ever paid Cam.
It's like $100 uh for the in season, 20 to make the playoffs, 50 for the finals.
I mean, you got to believe, and then you'll see
I
it
just
through.
need us to be in season tournament
Yeah.
champs once, and I'm set for life.
What it's like, I've asked this before, but I still want to know why. Why did you guys place such a high value on the in-season tournament?
We thought it would be funny. They actually did like really, really well in the in-season tournament a couple years ago. I don't think in the actual tournament itself, but in like the games leading up to it. So Cam started getting kind of nervous. He was like, it was like right after he agreed to it. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, here come well, when are they like December? I'll be more locked in than I would be in June.
Yeah, maybe come December you'll actually see them play in person, and that would be quite a twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But speaking of things you recently saw in person, did you see a performer singer recently?
Yeah. West Virginia State Fair is like 5 minutes down the road from where we're at now.
Heck
And
yeah,
they've had performers every single night since T-Pain started, kicked it all off last Thursday. Heard it was a pretty rowdy crowd for that. Uh,
did T Pain did he use auto tune in the performance, or was he just like going T Pain full on?
I wasn't there, but I'm sure there was some sort of auto tune. I can't see T-Pain putting on a whole performance without it, but
Yeah.
T-Pain sounds great without it, by the way. Like
Oh
if
yeah.
you've seen clips and videos of him, he doesn't need auto tune, but his voice sounds really cool with it. Yeah, but they've had a ton of people. They had Zach Top earlier this week, and then we went to see Wyatt Flores, who this will be the second time we've seen him, and Cassius Culpepper. And not a ton of people there. A lot of high school kids from the area, but it was a lot of fun. He sounds great, puts on a good show. He's a really likable guy too, nice guy, so he's easy to root for and to want to see succeed.
Yeah. I mean, Grant, you said that watching, Cassius Culpepper. I've never heard of this gentleman, but maybe he's playing the West Virginia, State Fair. It does not get much bigger than that, really, anywhere. So he's obviously got the chops to do it. And you said that he sounds incredible, and you are wondering why he's not that big. And
Hmm.
musician to musician here, Cassius Culpepper. My name is Eli Burgett Music. I'm on the come up as well. I got to follow this guy. Just like send him a DM, say like, "Hey, I'm here for you. I'm here to support you." And let's teamwork together. Let's collaborate on something. And by collaborate, I mean you give me a hit song, I will sing it, and then I will give you 3% of my earnings. I think
Mm.
that's fair. I think that's very fair. Let's work together in the future because sometimes you got the chops, but you just don't make it. I mean, like I've been doing music for 4 months now, and nothing's happened. It's
Yep.
just it's terrible. Like I expected to be, you know, the best by now, but
I
it's
think
not.
you guys just might need to sit down, get together, and maybe create a group, little Alabama, Ohio line.
Yeah, yeah. I think I
Yeah.
no, no I understand the reference.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're missing right now. It because with a name like Cassius Culpepper and Eli Burgett, they just
Need to
roll.
be like
They just roll off the tongue. These are household names. So just get out of the way, Brooks and Dunn. We're coming for the best duo like of all time in country music. So that's pretty cool. I mean, like I've never seen Wyatt Flores play in person, but I'm familiar with his music. I'm familiar with his social media personality. He seems like a fun dude.
he's yeah. Yeah. Funny dude. He just likes to have fun. He was towards the end of the show, he was standing up there. He was kind of looking around at the whole fair and he was like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I really wanted to get out and ride a bunch of rides today. Um, but I was just stuck inside doing work phone calls the whole time. So hopefully I'll be able to get out there tomorrow, which is today. So hopefully he was able to get out there and get on some rides.
Because at the end of the day, these guys they're people too, and
Yep.
they just want to enjoy life. Me myself, me and the missus, we're going to Savannah, Georgia. By this time next week, we will be seeing Zach Top and Dirks Bentley play
Let's go.
in Savannah, Georgia. We're going to drive 10 hours straight south, stay in a hotel, watch them play, then drive back. It's going to be
Great. That'll be a lot of fun.
it should be. I mean, like I think it's going to be really fun because I've heard that. Have you heard of a band called the Hot Country Knights?
I'm not sure.
Well, you can look them up, but I'm going to give you the gist of it for the viewers as well. So Dirks Bentley is the headliner for this show. Zach Top is the opener for Dirks Bentley, and the Hot Country Knights, I think, are the opener for Zach Top. Now, if you're unfamiliar with who the Hot Country Knights are, it is Dirks Bentley in disguise. It's Dirks Bentley dressed up as like a very colorful redneck dude, and he's got like an alter ego, and then like his whole band, like same guys like that are performing, at the end of the night, they're performing with him, and they're just like singing a bunch of covers of like Shania Twain and like other stuff like that, and it is hilarious. Like I've seen clips of it on TikTok. It looks like so much fun, and I can't wait for it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I'm looking. Yeah, that's funny. I'm looking at it right now.
Is I think his name's like Billy Bottoms or something like that. That's his alter ego.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome.
but I
No, that'll
remember,
be a lot of fun. You guys are just going down for that night and then coming back.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, so we're gonna get down there a little bit early so we can sightsee and everything,
Yeah.
walk around Savannah. It should be a pretty fun time. And Casey, she's saying like Eli, I can drive and everything. If you don't want to drive, I can drive. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, I think I should be fine. I mean, I drove, like 10 or 12 hours on, my family's trip, and there was a baby in the car that was crying. So, I mean, like, I think I can handle pretty much anything as long as, as long as nothing unforeseen happens. I think we should be fine on the drive down. Do you like long drives, Grant?
I love long drives, especially when you got a podcast like I'm No Genius that you can just throw on and pass the time with.
That's a darn good point right there because I mean, you came home recently from WV to for Colin's wedding recently. That was kind of a long drive. You went straight. Did you go straight from home to the wedding rehearsal?
Yes. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
better get
I
if
don't
you're
know.
gonna.
It's not, yeah, it's like 3.5 hours. It's not what Savannah is. It's actually like surprisingly closer than what you would think, isn't it? Isn't it like 8 or
Yeah.
like 7?
No. Like I mean, it's like from where we're leaving from. We're leaving from Chillicothe. I think it's going to be about like 9.5 hours. I think.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's with like rush hour traffic or freaking tolls. Which, by the way, Grant, I got a beef to pick with your entire state. Lose the tolls. Lose the tolls. Okay. I don't. I mean, I don't know if you have to deal with them on a daily basis. I had to deal with them going through the mountains on my family vacation. I lost about $25, and it
Yep.
was it was just terrible. I was like, I'm just trying to traverse the land. I'm trying to see the world, and then these tolls are
Yeah.
limiting that. I hate it so much.
450 a toll. I've already gotten a West Virginia Turnpike pass where it's like $27 for the whole year, and then you're good to go. So, um, definitely saving some money.
Yeah, that's just economical spending right there. Yeah, and with that,
Finance.
yeah, finance major definitely, paying off there. And with that, I think we can kind of wrap up this episode. Financial spending definitely a responsible thing. You got a life lesson for the kids out there, Grant, other than just be responsible with your finances.
Um, I don't know. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, kids. You could see a movie has 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes. You could see a movie has a 0% score, and just go in and make your own opinion.
That's a great lesson, Grant. I mean, usually, it takes you a second to come up with something, but that was pretty good. That was like off the cuff. So.
Get better.
Yeah, yeah. My lesson for the kids: get out there and see the movies in person, or see the sporting event in person, see the concert in person, see the world, see Eli Burgett music at Jerry's Pizza West in Chillicothe this Friday night. Well, it will have been last Friday night, so you already missed it. So just get out there and see some things. And when the West Virginia tolls try to get you down, you say screw those tolls, and you just blow on by. I assure you, no legal ramifications will happen. You will be just fine. Yeah, that's a nice thought. And with that, from everyone here at I'm No Genius, I'm Eli Burgett. He is Grant Sherman. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.
Everybody loves my